Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. This is for the fourth Sunday in Lent, and this is for the narrative lectionary, and so we're in Matthew. And as you can tell, I'm still outside of my office. We've been doing some work, and new flooring's in and carpet goes in tomorrow, so maybe next time I record a video, I'll be in my office again with the hell wall back up. If you're not familiar with that, I have a far side in the back of, I have a door in the back, and there's Far Side cartoons, and that's my hell wall because they're all Far Side cartoons that deal with hell, and they make me laugh. So you can see I'm still in the basement. There we are. There's the confirmation photos on the wall with former pastors above them. Anyway, there we are. A little tour of the basement of Zion Lutheran Church. All right, so the gospel lesson, the reading for the narrative lectionary. It's the 10 bridesmaids. It's the 10 bridesmaids, and they're there, and they've got 5 of them got enough oil, and 5 of them don't, and they fall asleep, and they wake up, and there's the bridegroom's coming, and what do you do with this for a children's sermon? And part of it is I'm looking at this idea of trust. That they think the bridegroom is full of anger and this, I don't know, it's a feeling of there's a lack of trust in the grace of the bridegroom. Now, the end of the story, it's kind of like, what do I do with that? Because as the end says, truly, I tell you, I don't know you. So I'm wondering if, there's a lot of unknowns in here. I wonder, this might be a good godly play, I wonder question. I wonder what I would have done had I been a bridesmaid. What would I have done? Always a bridesmaid. Anyway, so what would I have done? Well, the item I'm using is this right here. It's I'm going to put some removable double stick tape, and I'm going to tape it up to either the pulpit or somewhere that's close by, maybe even the baptismal font, onto the side of the baptismal font. And this is powered by batteries, so that when you flip it on, it's really bright. I mean, it's a lot of light. And this is the thing that really confuses me about the text, is that there's five lamps that have oil, and there's 5 that don't. But 5 lamps would be enough light for the 10 people. And it seems to me, had there been an idea of trust, or because there's a question about, like, here, can I borrow some of your oil? Well, I don't have enough oil. But you have enough light. I mean, I could walk with you and there would be enough light. It seems to me that based in here, in this whole gospel lesson, is this idea of fear and scarcity, and there's not enough. But if I'm there and I turn this on and someone's standing right next to me, we'll both be able to see the light. So one of the directions I'm thinking about going on this for the children's sermon is, how are we called to be lamps for one another? How are we called to help one another when someone we know or someone we meet, or even the stranger, how are we called to be lights to them? How are we called to share our own light so they might see this world a little brighter? How are we called to be that? It feels to me it's a different direction for the gospel lesson, but it's less fear-based and more in the idea that with Christ being our light, there is enough light for everybody. So that's the direction I'm going. I'm hoping this can be a springboard for your own thinking as you share the light and shed the light, and shed the light? Share the light. We'll go with that. The other item that I'm using, it's a light thing, is a headlamp that you could come out and be wearing this. And again, as you're looking here, but again, it's this idea that the light is not something that, unless we, this little light of mine, hide it under a bushel. No, that again. And maybe that's how you end this children's sermon, is singing This Little Light of Mine, and bringing it into the grace and the light that Christ shines upon us. Hope this can be a springboard for your own thinking. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a fantastic week.